Hi everybody, welcome back to Sean's World. Now in today's video we are going for the big reveal. The boot room is finally finished.
Hooray!
Let's go and take a look. Now there's been quite some transformation, I think you'll agree, and the first thing you'll notice is the flooring. And my wife Sam.
Hello everyone.
Hello. Now this flooring is PVC laminate. There's concrete underneath, so basically it was an adhesive system where you just stick it straight down, which was ideal for this sort of area. Very hard wearing and also very convenient for me to put down while people are walking in and out. So as you can imagine, we was rather pleased when Michael gave us these prints. Now they're insects and animals and they go perfectly with the kind of scene that we want to set here. We've got another series of bird watercolours across there. Basically we wanted to bring the garden inside. It's sort of like the entryway from outside in. It's the first room you come into, so the theme was sort of natural foliage and the green obviously reflecting from outside, so they go absolutely perfect there, and they've got pride of place. Now we'll put a link to Michael's website where you can actually still purchase these. I think that was up there last time. So yes, talking of lights, the story continues. Okay, maybe you can explain this one now.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but in the last video Sean confessed that the lights that we were going to have here were still in his Etsy shop and they sold in the meantime. So we got some others that my mum gave us that had little swans on them, but the scale wasn't quite right with these pictures that we wanted to have here. And then my mum, again bless her, came up with these lovely lights that my parents purchased many years ago. They're Georgian. They are actually for candles, so we've got candles in them, although Sean says he may electrify them so that they're electric lights later on. But at the moment we're going to see how we go with candles. I really like the candles.
Yeah, I do.
We've got obviously the lovely ceiling light that Sean put in, and we've got lamps as well. So and with the current, climate here it is at the moment, with power cuts maybe forecast in the future for the winter. To have
so we're going to see how we go with these. I mean, it'll give a beautiful light at night time. You got the mirror, beautiful mirror there. So on the main wall down to the stairs we've got a series of beautiful watercolours. Now these were given to me by a family member, so they're in pride of place as well. We've got woodpeckers, we've got nuthatches and several other birds, most of which have resided in our garden, so that's rather apt, as they say. Oh look, she's found a comfortable chair. Are you comfortable there, dear?
Yeah, I'm in my little reading nook.
Yeah.
Got my books there, a magazine rack, nice little lamp.
Yeah.
So I'm all set. All I need is a nice coffee.
Is that a hint?
Yeah, that's a hint.
You know the saying, happy wife, happy life. Right, now we'll just talk about these doors. In the previous video I didn't have no handles on. I actually sourced these out of my little collection, so Ormolu bronze handles. I think you'll agree they look rather fab as well. So yeah, they were a Vide Grenier find, as were the doors. They've got to be lightly waxed, but that's the only thing I've really got to do in here. Like I say, if you haven't seen the previous video, got the bird theme in the doors here as well, which picks up nicely with the the overall effect that we're going for. Now in the previous video as well, lots of people have said, why don't you paint that door? Well, that's a very, very early door with the original paintwork on it, so we intend to leave that. Again, you've got the greens and it picks up nicely, so that is going to stay as it is.
Yes, right. We like the distressed look of that door.
We have some additional storage up the top there. I've got shelves in now. That'll be with all our either summer or winter, whatever clothing we're not using at that particular season in there. In there is another big cabinet with lots of other paperwork and storage areas in there. Obviously this is a functioning room for our coats. This was another purchase from a Vide Grenier. Lightly rubbed it down, left on the bits of paint. We've got another little matching one there for a hat. And of course no boot room is complete without a barometer. And what do we got? Well, we've got change in the air.
So we may be needing one of these vintage umbrellas that we've got in the stick stand then, Sean.
Yeah, oh we had a stick stand. That was in a previous video. I picked this up from, I think it was an Emmaus, which is like a charity kind of shop to pick stuff up from. Beautiful enamel. Again, the green matches in with the vintage umbrellas and a nice walking stick. So yes, we're very, very pleased in how this has turned out.
Extremely pleased, yes. Oh, we've also got a couple more pictures that Michael gave us along here, Sean.
Okay, oh yeah, I forgot about those. These ones are so beautiful in their detail. Are they geometric? The same both sides sort of thing?
Yeah.
What do you call that, geometric? Asymmetric?
Symmetrical.
Symmetrical. That leads us up the stairs, which will be my next project. I've started the landing, that's in a previous video as well, but I'm going to create a little office space up there so I can do my YouTube and Etsy, things like that. So that will be in the next video, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already.
Don't forget to hit that bell.
Yeah, the reminder bell that is. So to complement the wallpaper, which is Laura Ashley, we've got some nice vintage Laura Ashley curtains. Again, the botanical sort of naturalistic theme even, to go with the room. And for the brackets, we've got some beautiful, I don't know whether the camera can pick up very well on this, some beautiful bronze brackets.
And they're decorated with the canthus leaves.
Canthus leaves, yeah.
And then we've got pineapple finials on the
ends of the rods.
Ends of the rods.
The pole.
We've also got Ormolu tie backs. And don't forget to mention that you've got some copper in here as well,
of course,
Sean.
yeah. It's very in vogue, don't you know? With a hint of copper in the corner, just gives it that extra dimension, I think. So yeah, we've got some nice plants in there. So of course, every boot room needs somewhere for you to put your muddy boots, or not so muddy maybe, but anyway, you need to put your boots somewhere. And it's a recycled bottle rack. Now originally it may have been for cider bottles or wine bottles, they would have gone through and sort of sat in there, but now we use it for our shoes. So that's fixed to the wall, get loads of shoes in there, which is great.
So although Sean did the vast majority of the work in here, I did help him a little bit. I did a little bit of painting.
She did, she kept me fed as well, watered, it's always good.
And I tackled some of the soft furnishings. We've got this lovely old chair that my dad bought a few years back, and it needed a bit of TLC, so I made new arm covers for it and recovered the buttons. Some of the buttons were missing, so I've put some different coloured velvets on there to brighten it up a bit.
Yeah. And
then my mum made these lovely cushions for us.
Lovely, aren't they?
On it. So
again with the animal theme.
yeah.
We go on there. Farmyard animals. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's a lovely shaped chair. It's really comfortable, isn't it?
So comfy, yeah.
Victorian?
I think
Maybe earlier.
It may even be early Victorian or Georgian.
Yeah. Lovely casters, original casters on it. I just love the shape. It sits literally really nice in that corner.
Yeah, it does.
You've done a really, really great job on that.
Thank you.
It's very nice. That's beautiful. No, you can't smell this, but we can. This is a beautiful, fragrant candle, isn't it?
Handmade candle, yeah.
Handmade candle.
Jasmine made that, bless her. It's made in a vintage teacup and it smells absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
So everyone in the family's contributed something to the boot room.
Yeah, which makes it a bit more special. I really like those. They are lovely. Onyx base, marble base.
Marble based.
Bookends.
Art Deco, enamel, lovebird bookends, yeah.
Now, hoping the light on the camera picks it up. But yeah, they're beautiful.
We love reading your comments and seeing what you've got to say, what you think of what we're doing. It's always lovely to hear all your lovely comments, so please keep them coming.
Good and bad sometimes.
Well, you take the good with the bad.
Yeah, I hope a few of the tips that I gave you in the previous video about wallpapering helped a lot of you. I know some have contacted me and said, yeah, it's been a great help, so yeah, I'm glad that did help. So yeah, So maybe you would like to tell everybody how you pronounce the name for these, because I've just tried and after several takes I'll give up. Go on.
They're called girondelles.
Girondelles, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, even the girondelles have bird detail on them, so beautifully engraved, etched, and that should reflect the light back from the candles. Absolutely lovely. Attention to detail, see? Always pays off. So as I mentioned before, we've got lots of storage up the top. Maybe I'll put another shelf in there. There's one shelf and there's room for another. Always so important, storage. And talking of storage, on my next project, which is upstairs where I'm going to create my little office, I'm also going to create lots of storage space, and I've put in an additional loft area, which is in a previous video as well. Always amazes me how once you create a new room from nothing, I mean this was part of the living room, a few well chosen colours and some objects, and creates a really nice ambience. I can just see myself sitting here with a little glass of something in the winter, fire on, carpet slippers, me pipe, not really, I don't smoke, but maybe conduct some fireside stories, going to say it, and I haven't even had a drink yet. We'll see about that one. Yeah, it'd be very exciting to see the room of a night time. This is the first time we've seen it in the daylight, finished.
Yes.
So maybe
we'll
later
light
on.
candles in the fire, and we'll show you it after dark.
See you there. So thanks everybody for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.
Coming up in the next video, I convert my landing area to extra storage and my own little office area.